Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss the story of Fractured Shadows. This story happened in 1893. Detective Evelyn Carter had never seen fog so thick. It clung to the city like a shroud, concealing its secrets. As she approached the crime scene, the eerie glow of the streetlights danced with the mist, casting long shadows that seemed to whisper tales of forgotten sins. A mutilated body lay sprawled across the cobblestone path leading to an abandoned mansion. The air was thick with the metallic scent of blood. The victim, a prominent socialite named Victoria Sinclair, had been a symbol of elegance, her lifeless eyes now reflecting the macabre scene around her. Evelyn's partner, Detective James Thornton, approached, his breath visible in the chilly night air. His eyes, usually filled with determination, betrayed a hint of unease. This case was different, a sinister riddle woven with threads of the supernatural. The mansion loomed in the background, its windows shattered like the dreams of those who had once walked its halls. The locals spoke of it in hushed tones, a place cursed by a dark past. The police had dismissed the rumors until now. As Evelyn surveyed the crime scene, something caught her eye, a symbol carved into the victim's forehead. 3 interlocking circles, reminiscent of an ancient occult emblem. It sent shivers down her spine. A week earlier, Victoria Sinclair had attended an exclusive masquerade ball at the very mansion where her life would later meet a grisly end. The ball had been organized by a secretive society known only as the Veiled Order. Victoria, with her insatiable curiosity, had infiltrated the event, hoping to expose the secrets hidden within. During the ball, she had encountered a mysterious figure wearing a blood-red mask. Their brief conversation had left her unsettled, and Victoria had begun receiving cryptic messages, each one more ominous than the last. The final message had included a photograph of her attending the ball, taken from a vantage point that suggested a watcher lurking in the shadows. Victoria had shared her concerns with the police, but they dismissed it as a prank. Now, her lifeless form bore witness to the ominous reality that had unfolded. Evelyn and James delved into Victoria's connections, uncovering a web of high society intrigue and forbidden alliances. The victim had been on the brink of unraveling a secret that went beyond the bounds of the moral world. Their investigation led them to the archives of the city's dark history, where tales of forbidden rituals and unspeakable horrors were hidden in dusty tomes. The mansion, they discovered, had once been a center for occult practices, its walls echoing with the anguished cries of those who sought forbidden knowledge. As Evelyn and James delved deeper, they encountered a mysterious cult, the Umbral Covenant, whose members were rumored to possess supernatural abilities. The symbol carved on Victoria's forehead matched those found in the occult texts, marking her as a pawn in a much larger game. The fog thickened as they approached the mansion, its dark silhouette blending with the encroaching mist. The once grand entrance was now a gateway to the unknown, and Evelyn felt a chill in her bones as they stepped inside. The air inside the mansion was stale, carrying the weight of centuries-old secrets. Broken windows allowed slivers of moonlight to pierce the darkness, revealing a decadent ballroom frozen in time. As they explored further, they stumbled upon hidden chambers adorned with arcane symbols and ominous murals that seemed to watch their every move. In one chamber, they found a makeshift altar surrounded by flickering candles. A blood-stained book lay open, its pages filled with incantations that spoke of a ritual to summon otherworldly entities. It became evident that the cult was using the mansion as a conduit for their dark practices. As Evelyn and James continued their exploration, they discovered a hidden passage leading to an underground chamber. The air grew colder, and a distant chanting reverberated through the narrow corridors. The walls were adorned with grotesque carvings, depicting scenes of unspeakable horror. In the heart of the chamber, they found the cult engaged in a ritual, their chanting reaching a fevered pitch. The leader, adorned in a blood-red robe, turned to face them with eyes that glowed with an unnatural light. The room pulsated with energy as the veil between worlds threatened to tear. Evelyn and James confronted the cult, their guns drawn, but the cultists seemed unaffected by the mortal threat. The leader, with a sinister smile, spoke of a prophecy that foretold the coming of a chosen one, Victoria Sinclair, whose sacrifice would unlock unimaginable power. As the cult prepared to complete the ritual, Evelyn and James fought against both human and supernatural adversaries. The air crackled with energy as the boundary between worlds wavered, threatening to consume everything in its path. In the midst of the chaos, a figure emerged from the shadows, the mysterious masked individual Victoria had encountered at the masquerade ball. With a fluid grace, they moved through the fray, their every step defying the laws of physics. The masked figure revealed themselves to be an enigmatic guardian, sworn to protect the balance between worlds. They explained that Victoria's death was a necessary sacrifice to prevent the cult from unleashing ancient entities that could plunge the world into eternal darkness. With the Guardian's help, Evelyn and James disrupted the ritual just in time, shattering the unholy connection between the cult and the otherworldly forces they sought to unleash. The mansion quaked as if protesting the intrusion, and the cultists, now devoid of their supernatural strength, were taken into custody. As dawn broke, Evelyn stood outside the mansion, the fog lifting to reveal a city unaware of the dark forces that had threatened to consume it. The Guardian, their mission complete, vanished into the shadows, leaving behind a city forever changed. The case had ended, but the echoes of forbidden knowledge and unspeakable horrors lingered. Evelyn and James, forever marked by the shadows they had faced, knew that the line between the mundane and the supernatural was thinner than they had ever imagined. As they walked away from the mansion, the sun finally breaking through the dissipating fog, Evelyn couldn't shake the feeling that the city held more secrets than any detective could uncover. In the fractured shadows of the past, a new reality had emerged, one where the darkness was not just a backdrop but an ever-present force waiting to be unveiled.